Okay, this is our next little YouTube video. We're going to discuss the 3 most used tools out of almost every working professional. Okay, these are actually them right here. When we don't know what's going on and we have to grab only 3 tools, these are the 3 we usually grab, and these are probably the 3 most used tools out of most professionals. They would be a flashlight. Today's day and age, you can use your cell phone with a flashlight app as a backup, because a lot of times we forget the flashlight. So the cell phones are nice that they have a flashlight app, so that's really nice. Realizing that this isn't actually the one I use as a backup, but you get the idea. The blue tape is on here because someone else had a similar flashlight, and that's just helped me out with that. Or see it faster inside the bag. I could have used a different color tape, but you kind of get the idea. There's also a different way I mark my tools, because some people have the same tools I have. So we'll get into that in a second. The next one would be one of the most versatile. This one is made by Lennox, and I bought one from Lowe's. I think it was named Southern, which is probably their brand. And when I used the large head, I was working on electrical panel, and I was working on a large wire, 40 amp. I think it was a number 10 or 8. I don't remember what it was. And I went to undo the screw, and the whole thing just snapped on me. So buying a name brand like this or Klein does have its advantages, despite costing more. The material's better. You're not going to necessarily snap that like I did with the Southern that I bought from Lowe's. Just let me know not to buy that again. Okay, this has, you saw the number 2 Phillips and straight over here on that side. This is also, I'm not sure what size this is. Ooh, 3/8 I think over here. And if you pull this out, you can use it as a 1/4" drive. And you see a number 1 Phillips and straight on the other side. And we got, these are used mostly for electrical, these square head drives. Okay, so that's basically what that is. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably 8 in 1 on this one here. Okay, nice stuff. I have had very good experience with this screwdriver. A couple of other people have it and no issues whatsoever. I do prefer a traditional Phillips and a traditional flathead when I can, but if I had to grab 3, this would be the 3 I would grab in a heartbeat. Okay, the next one is made by Vise-grip, and I've had channel locks before these came out. I've also had, I've also had Klein channel lock style pliers, and I like the Klein. The handles were thicker, so they felt more comfortable, and it opened up, the number 10 opened up to 1.5 inches, where I could grab the 1.5 inch lock nut on brass or copper piping when I was working underneath drains. This one does also. I think this one opens up a little bit bigger, but the traditional, I believe, 10-inch channel lock, if I remember correctly, did not. If I remember correctly. Okay, I could be mistaken on that. You guys can chime in and let me know. These are a lot more comfortable than channel locks. Now when I see somebody using channel locks, I'm like, boy, you're so old school. Some people like them, and that's good for you. What works for you, is really the best tool to use, not what somebody else likes. If it works for you and it's doing the job and you're happy, I don't know how many times we go to work on something and somebody else hands us their tool and we kind of feel awkward using the tool. We don't feel right. We feel like we're thrown off a little bit. Okay, so I get a lot of that. This one is very adjustable, which is really nice, and it doesn't close without having to press this, as you saw there. Okay, it's nicer to press it so you don't wear out. The mechanism is fast. You can see the teeth on here. This does look and feel like cast, but it seems to be amazingly strong despite the thinness going on there. I have never seen anybody break one of these, so I'm sure they put some additives and make a really nice cast alloy out of this, or carbon steel, whatever it is. But it looks like a cast. I'm thinking this is a cast product. It works very good. You can see how far it opens, larger than that lock nut that I was talking about for the plumbing on 1.5-inch pipe, or you got that lock nut where you're locking it down. I actually have 2 of these, and I said I would discuss the other way I mark my tools. I'll actually take it to the grinder because people I work with actually have the same tool. So if you can see on the head there, can you see that? Where I actually just put 3 notches in there. Same thing, people have a screwdriver. You'll see I put a notch here. Hoping you can see that. Okay. I put a notch in a few other places, and I even on here I put a couple of little guys there, just in case somebody's grabbing my screwdriver. They might not necessarily notice that, which is what I want. I want them to not notice this so much, so I'll just grab my screwdriver and say thank you very much for my screwdriver. Either way, these are the best tools that I've come to date after 20 years of working. A different flashlight. I use a flashlight that has rechargeable batteries. Got off eBay. My buddy I work with got off eBay for 15 bucks. His batteries just died, so we didn't get a great product with the batteries, but we got a decent light and a decent charger. So we have to get some new batteries for our lights. This is old school. I have to show you that light one of these days, but for now, if you only have 3, these are the 3 to think about to having, whether it be in your car or something else, having something like this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.